Good morning, friends. We are doing today a full face of drugstore makeup. And it's a combination of different products, but they are all, with the exception of two, drugstore products that have excellent formulas, great results, beautiful colors, great for your budget, and just it proves that you do not have to spend a fortune on products to get beautiful makeup. So what are we using that is not drugstore? Well, first of all, let me tell you what I've done. I have used my e.l.f. primer this morning, first thing. I have used my e.l.f. under eye concealer corrector for the majority of my face, and then just a little bit of this O'Shale stick product for in these areas where I have these scars. So these two things are wet that I have used. Both of those are, you can get them at the drugstore or you can get them on Amazon, which I consider that drugstore because it has the same sort of pricing or better. Okay, so we're going to do a full face of that today. So grab your drink. Grab a drink and let's get this going. We're also going to be using, I'm wearing blues and reds today, so we're going to be using this Euphoria by Profusion. I have fallen in love with these palettes. I mean, they are just stunning. Look at these colors. Today we're going to use this color and this blue over here, this beautiful blue, and maybe this color in transition. So this one, and this one. And the only other product that I don't, the two products that I don't use that are not drugstore. This is my eyebrow, and it is Benefit Bang. You can get it at Macy's, or you can also get it on Amazon, but it's not inexpensive. And then my Fenty What a Brat blush. What a Brat blush. That's a mouthful, right? And I love this blush. I just think it's so beautiful. That runs about $40. This runs about $35. And this really is a phenomenal product. If you like to lock in your brows where they are, especially if you have thin brows, I would recommend one of these products because it really does help you. First of all, it helps you keep your brows in place, but then if you're using a powder or a filler to get the look that you have thicker brows, this is a great product because you can put it on and then you can put the powder over it and you can fill in those areas where you are sparse. All of my brushes are all drugstore too. I don't spend a lot of money on my brushes. I just think it's a waste, and I don't have that kind of unlimited extra money floating around. So we're going to use these blues today. We're going to start with blue, but first let me get a little bit of my Diamond Physicians Formula Diamond lip gloss on, just to get a little moisture in my lips before I put on my lipstick. This is for aged skin. I think this is the best primer on the market. I don't think there's a high-end product that's better than this. I really do not. I think it is absolutely one of, if not the best. I also think, let me find this. I also think this is a phenomenal product. If you struggle with circles under your eyes, right? Discoloration in your skin, this product is remarkable because two reasons why this is so good. Got to keep trying to remember not to use that mirror to stop you from seeing. It's got a wand on the end that is very flat, and it gets really cold, and it really helps when you are applying this on your under eye. It really helps, especially if you keep it cold. It really helps to alleviate some of the puffiness that some of us can get overnight. You can also get it way up in that area under your eye. It feels remarkable. It is a really, really good product that I think is worth the money. It's a little bit more expensive, but you can get this at the TikTok shop. And this is, let me just read this to you. This is DRMTLGY, and it is the lightest color in their under eye corrector. It feels phenomenal too. It's very hydrating for older skin. One of the keys that you need to remember for older aged skin is you're looking for products that are going to add moisture back to your skin. That's the key, in my opinion, for really beautiful skin if you have aged skin. Because, you know, as we get older, we lose that ability. Our bodies just don't produce like they used to when we were 20. So we're just getting all that really, really blended in there. It feels beautiful. I do want to make sure I did not get that in my eye, because that can sting a little bit. So we're just going to go. Okay. Just going to make sure that I didn't get that in my actual eye, because then my eye's going to water all day. I hate it when my eyes water all day. Okay, that's all blended in really well. Drugstore makeup. It's, in my opinion, it's the way to go, unless you just really want to, you know, buy the higher end products, which if that's what you choose, then, and you have the wherewithal to spend that kind of money, then, you know, by all means. You'll never find me telling you what you do is wrong or what I do is right. I'm just here to encourage us all every day to be the best that we can. Give you some tips and tricks that I've learned in my modeling career, and what I love, what products that I love, and the techniques that I do for somebody that needs a little bit of help with their skin, because I am 63. All right, get that up there. Get back up underneath the hair. Okay, fix the hair. I do like to make sure as I'm doing this too that I'm picking up any moisture that I might have in my eyes, because that can affect the application of your eyeshadow as you are putting it on. So I do try to make sure with that last step that I am catching any moisture on my lids, on my eyes. I have very, very, very sensitive eyes. So, all right, let's jump into this beautiful blue today. And like I said, we're going to be using this darker blue first today. This one, ooh, it's a beautiful, beautiful I would say it's a darker cobalt blue, and it's almost a navy. And so I'm going to be using my stippling brush that I like. It's a thicker brush that really does pick up product, and it allows me to pick up a good amount of product, but not so much that it's really, really heavy or really, really dark. So as you can see, that's a beautiful blue. Absolutely gorgeous blue, that is. Start over on this side as well. I'm putting it on, I'm stippling it, and then I'm using my brush to blend it out, going up and out. Absolutely beautiful, that is. Wow. Now, it does get a lot of fallout. Most blues do. So I'm immediately going to open up my finishing powder, and I'm gonna make sure that I'm cleaning that up with my pointed powder puff. Because I'm gonna outline, and it did pick quite a bit of that up on that powder puff. All right, now I want to use my small brush, and we're gonna pick up that shimmery color that I talked to you about, and we're going to do that for the outlining. Well, that's not working, so I'm going to have to dip into the darker color and the gray and mix those, but I don't want it really, really dark here. Yeah, okay. That's better. All right. That's better. Okay, good. So that looks good. I will show you what I did in just a second. All right, so then we're going to pick up a fluffier brush, and we're going to go to that shimmer. We're just going to put that shimmer right in here in this transitional area. And I'm blending out that blue on the outer areas of where I applied that blue. So I'm blending that with this sort of lighter gray shimmer, and I'm making sure that I'm really blending that blue there. Okay, excellent. Then we're going to pick up the light color that is in it, the very light color, and we're going to go up here to the top. We're going to put that up at the top, right underneath the brow area. Keep that nice and bright up there. And in here, we want to make sure that we don't get any blue shadowing here in the corner, because that will make your eye sink backward. We don't want that. We want the eye to pop forward. The way that we do that is to make sure we have no dark shadowing on the eye in the corner. We're also going to pick up a little bit of the finishing powder and make sure of that. And we're going to dust underneath just to make sure that if there is any residual fallout that we are catching it. All right. And then I did notice with my brows, I must have hit my brows, so we're just going to come back in and we're going to just reapply a little, not going back into the well, I'm just reapplying what is on the brush. That's beautiful. Okay. Yeah, that looks really good. Okay, so then let's take our finishing powder and let's just make sure that looks beautiful. That blue is beautiful. Your mom's, well, my mom's blue of the 60s is in fashion again, but with different techniques, and that's the difference. Back in the 60s, there was a lot of really heavy eyeliner and a really light powder blue. This is definitely not a light powder blue. It is more towards the navy. Right, I'm using my Fenty What a Brat blush. Beautiful color that is. And my lipstick today is number 825 L'Oreal, which is my favorite lipstick brand of all time. L'Oreal Color Riche number 825 Bronzini. It is a what I would consider a nude lip color that has a tendency to be on the browner side than the peach side. Just making sure that I don't have on my lip area a lot of buildup. I don't like a lot of buildup from my powders and my foundation around my lips. I know a lot of people use a lot of heavy foundation around their lips, but I don't like the way it feels. But that's just me, you know. If that is what works for you guys, then by all means, do what works for you, right? That's the key here. Okay, then let's come in and let's use our kabuki brush. Make sure that our blush is really soft and that there's no harsh lines. Go down to our neck. Now you've noticed I've really kind of stopped using contour. Yeah, I go in waves with that. Sometimes I like to use it, sometimes I don't. I'm in one of those don't phases right now. Let me just show you the colors that I used on this palette again so you know, because this is a relatively new product that I haven't used a lot because it's a new brand at the dollar store. This is what I put on the lid, okay? Then I combined these two very lightly to outline my eye. Then I came back with this really soft, sparkly, shimmery color, and I blended the top of the blue out into my transition area. Then I came with this one, and I put this really light color under the brow and in the eye area here to make sure that we don't have any shadowing that sinks my eyes backward. I want them to be out front, and the way you do that is to make sure you have no shadowing in here. You can do that with concealer, or you can do that with your finishing powder. So let's get some curl going. And all right. Okay, I got the shakes all of a sudden. I don't know what's going on. Okay, mascara. This is my Milani Anti-Gravity Milani Black is Black mascara. And I'm really loving this because I'm really loving that wand. I love the way that wand is shaped. It's got a pointy edge so you can get into those really hard spots. And then it's got this sort of this indentation that pulls your lashes up and out as it coats. And I really love this formula as well. And I do always wear black because my lashes are so fair in color that the brown just doesn't really help me. I've got to wear the black to be able to see my lashes. So we're just starting down at the bottom here, and we are letting the brush coat each lash, and all right, we got it. Looking good. I keep hitting that one spot as I'm applying my mascara, so I'm gonna have to pick up that little brush and I'm gonna have to blend again. It's right here because the lashes are so small that as I apply the mascara, the wand is hitting my skin, and it's a little frustrating, but try to do the best I can until these lashes come back. I asked my eye doctor for a prescription for lash growth, and you can get a product called Latisse, but the cost of it is unbelievable. With my insurance, it was $200 for a tiny little vial, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not that vain that I have to spend $200 on eyelash growth serum. I will just use the one that I had and have been using. It may take longer, from Amazon. I cannot believe that it is that expensive. All right, and we're going to come down on the bottom here. This is where I really love this wand because of that really pointed end. You can get right in here and grab these lashes without adding a whole bunch of product to it. Just enough so you can see the lash. Okay. All right. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, that's so beautiful. That blue is just blue on brown eyes. Just there's something about it that just really makes your eyes pop out. So beautiful, that combination. And this, I'm telling you guys, go to the dollar store and look at this. Try to find Profusion Cosmetics. This one is called Euphoria, and I'm telling you, Look how beautiful that color is. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. They go on, they blend well. You know, you don't have to gouge into the well to get the product out. Just great stuff. Great stuff. That's it today on this Thursday. I hope everybody's having a good week and that you get out there today and knock it out of the park wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Just be safe. We live in a crazy world. And if you would, please share, like, subscribe to the channel and share this with your friends if they're passionate about makeup and just a place to come and talk about makeup and products and life and fashion and what it's like to try to deal with the world that we live in. And I would so love that if you would share with your circle of influence so we can grow this channel, so I can get some other products available for you guys through some affiliate marketing. I added just a little bit of my cocoa shimmer to darken that up just a tad bit. And that is it for me, guys. Love to hear if you give me some feedback. If you're new here, let me know that too, because I do like to reach out to you and welcome you to the channel and welcome you to our daily makeup session while we get ourselves ready, put our best foot forward out every day so we can get out there and make it happen. Chase your goals, your dreams. Hit those grand slams and be ready for those first impressions. It only happens once and you never, ever get it again. Be prepared. You don't want to miss out. This is Carrie from Texas. Thank you so much for being part of my community. I can't express to you how much it means to hear from you guys with your support and your encouragement and your feedback. Don't be afraid of blue. Look at this beautiful blue and red that I'm wearing today. Your mom's, my mom's, the 60s blue is back, but using different techniques to make it look softer and more feminine. Have a great day, everybody. It's Thursday. We'll see you the next time. The weekend is almost here. Bye-bye.